a group of people have been taught, usually through a blog or some kind of a, I don't know, whatever, some kind of a medium, that they've got to do this in their backyard or it's going to be horrible. Mm-hmm. And, you know, my experience has not been that way. And the majority of our clients' experience has not been that way. And I just, you know, I think if you live in a market where your backyard is conducive to rental properties, go ahead and buy in your backyard. No problem with that. Still get a management company, you know, still let them hire a cleaning service. I mean, don't go do it yourself, but no problem in buying in your backyard. But most of the people who are talking to us can't buy in their backyard because the numbers don't work. Like we were just talking about on the last episode, you can't force numbers to work if you live in California or Utah or anywhere else basically on the West Coast, or most of the places on the East Coast and a lot of places in the South that are growing like crazy. You can't force numbers to work when they don't work. And so that's why people go outside of their state. So live where you want to, invest where it makes sense. If it doesn't make any sense in your backyard, why would you invest there?
Yes.
I don't care if you can go knock on the door and inspect the unit yourself or not. It doesn't make any sense. And if you can't afford to pay a property manager because you've bought in an area, the numbers don't make any sense, shame on you. Just let's fix the problem, sell the property. And right now you can sell the property, make a whole bunch of money.
Preach. I love it. I met a client in Salt Lake here maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and he had a property in Salt Lake, and he sat across the table from me in person, which doesn't happen very often, and just said, I mean, I want to go buy. I want to go buy and be able to check on my properties. And I said, okay, when is the last time you went by your property? And I'll never forget. He looked at me and was like, oh yeah, I don't think I've been by for like a year. I said, exactly. Like, even if it's local, I mean, you could drive by and look at the yard, but property managers can do that.
Ooh, yep. I own that property.
I know. And don't get me wrong. When I drove across the country in 2020, I saw my properties for the first time. Like I hadn't seen any of them. I saw, I think 2 or 3, and it was a great feeling. I loved it. It was so fun to say, wow, that's so cool. Because I hadn't seen it with my own eyeballs. But that's all. I didn't even need that, number one.
Then you were over it.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I saw it. That was cool.
I mean, I tell people all the time, like your property doesn't need a hug.
No.
You don't need to go physically hug your property. You just need it. I mean, think about it this way. Some of you have really large stock accounts. I know you do, because you tell us how much money's in your trading accounts, right? You guys have got 6 figures, 7 figures in trading accounts. Do you only invest in companies that are down the street? You can go knock on the door and see the CEO. I mean, sometimes I get a little confused about the logic that is placed in this. Because you don't do that with your stocks, and they're far more volatile than the real estate market. I mean, your tenant could literally trash your property, and guess what? You still own it, and you can still fix it. You can have people fix it.
Yep.
If a CEO trashes the company that you own a very tiny share in, what can you do about it?
Nothing.
You can sell for a loss, or you can hold on and ride it out and hope the guy or the gal figures it out, right?
Yep.
What else can you do about it?
Yeah.